Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Real quick video on this game Moko that I've been trying to figure out if it's worth playing. It's only been out for about a year. It's still in beta. They're still doing updates and there's a lot of little bugs and things they have to fix. But every time I think I'm going to give up on the game, I see something new that makes me a little excited about it. So I'm going to show you guys. If you haven't heard about this game before, trust me, you're not missing much. It's still, like I said, relatively new. I haven't heard anybody really talk about it on YouTube. I looked it up online and the video with the most views that I've seen has like 3,000 views. So I don't see any huge content creators playing this game, and that's because there's still a lot of bugs and kinks to work out. But here you go. Here's the thing that came out today, or at least that I saw today for the first time. That's pretty exciting, and it's using these mechs. I think his name is Big T, and it's a limited time mode. So I don't know if they were testing it out to see if they want to include this in the actual game, or if this is something they're going to change and cycle every week. So if you're not familiar with this game at all, basically whenever you log onto the portal, there's a few different things you can do. You can either go onto this main map and destroy, like, let's say 10 bosses and 50 guards and, you know, some other small tasks. Like you have to find these little lamps that are scattered all over the map. And then another portal will lead you to just fight a boss monster, and you have to defeat him in less than 3 minutes with 2 other players. There's another one where you have to fight another boss monster, but this one has way higher health, and you have to defeat him in under 2 minutes. So there's a lot of different things that you can log on and do, and it recycles every day or so. But this is the first time that I've seen, you know, like the idea of using a mech similar to Titanfall. This is very fun, but there's still some challenges because, again, the main thing that this game is struggling with is variety, because it's basically just, you're just mashing buttons. There's no defense, there's no defending. You do have a dash button, but it only works against NPCs. When you're battling against other players, it doesn't work whatsoever, and you can defend. So it basically becomes a battle of who has stronger weapons. So here we go. So now this limited time mode went away, the robot disappears. And I want to show you one more thing. So in this level, you have to defeat this, it's called the Vine Mother. So it's this gigantic plant thing that takes like 20 minutes to defeat, and you have to defeat it in a certain amount of time. Now, it's basically the only boss that's worth fighting. The rest of these are, they're honestly just, they're exhausting. Nobody wants to stop and fight these little plants. I understand that Supercell is trying to appeal to a larger demographic, so most of their, you know, their player base, this is no offense at all because I play Supercell games, but most of them are going to be, you know, ages like 8 to 15, right? The younger demographic. So they have to have something simple they can do. So these little enemies around the map, like these little plants, no one's going to fight them. It's very redundant. Everybody just runs by them. They should make it where if you're level, I don't know, 10 or 15 and above, that you have this little shield and they just kills them automatically, because nobody wants to stop and fight them. They're a nuisance. So now here's the boss monster, and I'm going to show you. I mean, it's the strongest boss in this level, and I can literally stand right next to it and defeat it, right? I mean, I don't mean defeat it, but I can stand right above it or under it and just keep attacking, and that's what everyone's doing. We're all just spamming our attacks. There's no real strategy involved. There's no real presence of danger. You have these 3 mechs attacking it constantly. I'm getting knocked back a few times, but look, my health is fine. So this becomes redundant and repetitive. Now, you have to do this over and over to rank up your weapon and to find, I think they're called cores. It's these little crystals that you fuse together to make your statistics stronger, like your attack speed, your recovery, your healing, that kind of stuff. But if this is the boss monster of the level, and all we have to do is just mash the buttons over and over until we defeat it, it's not very fun. They have to make this more interactive. They have to find a way to add, you know, defense. They have to give it like a kill shot where every once in a while it has a certain attack that if it hits you once, you die. There's just isn't enough strategy involved in this game, and I understand it's still in production, but we're a year in and they're constantly adding updates. I just hope that they invest a little more in the player base that is more skilled and understands the nuances of the game more, so we can work on our skill level and our progression. Because look, at this point I'm just attacking nonstop and I'm staying literally right under the boss monster and I'm not dying. So I feel like we're heading in the right direction with these mechs. But like I said, it's a limited time trial. I think they're trying to figure out if this brings excitement to the game, if more players join because of it. Um, I mean, if they just had mechs that you can get into every once in a while, like once, kind of like one of these special abilities. If they had a mech or a button that summoned the mech, then that'd be pretty cool. So I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. I'm not gonna give up on the game yet, but I just wanted to give you guys a preview of what they're working on because I do think this game has a lot of potential, but I do think there's a lot of room for improvement. But I'm glad that Supercell is releasing updates, and this one's pretty promising. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I'll catch you next time.